All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
We must talk about referendum before restructuring. That's according to the Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum. Oh yes, talking about Malam Mawetala Aleyo. Yes, Malam Mawetala Aleyo, former Minister of State for Power and Steel, shares his thoughts. Yes, when he said, look, the government of the contraption must talk about referendum. Referendum. Oh yes, the Matawalen Gombe said referendum first before you talk about the restructure. The restructure. Say referendum is the key. Is the key to unlock Nigeria potentials. You must conduct this referendum. Then people will decide to stay or to leave before you talk about restructure. If they want to stay, then you cannot restructure. If they say they want to go, then what are you structuring for? Who are you structuring it for? So first of all, you must do the first thing first. First step, restructure. I mean, referendum, I beg your pardon. So first step, referendum. Referendum first, not restructure. Yes, he said, he thinks that something needs to be done to ensure that the people look at things from the same perspective, not from, I'm a Northerner, I'm an Easterner, a Westerner. A Muslim, a Christian said no. Said 60 years after this first marriage, say you're supposed to have blend and appreciate your diversity. Said, but this is not the situation of things. Said the people are yet to appreciate their diversity. Meaning, over 60 years, you are yet to blend. Say something is wrong. Something is fundamentally wrong. You must conduct this referendum to ask people where they want to stay, whether they want to belong or to stay in the contraption. So that's the point. 60 years is enough to blend and appreciate your diversity. But till now, people are still talking about, I'm an Igbo, I'm a Northerner, I'm a Yoruba, I'm also Fulani, I'm a Christian. I must say these things shouldn't bother people any longer if they are indeed one. So, but because of this, say he's calling for referendum for people to determine where they want to stay. Oh yes, said you don't talk about referendum. I still talk about, you see, don't talk about structuring and talk about separation at the same time. Said no. You must talk about referendum first. Because people are talking about separation and structure at the same time. Say it's not going to work. Say they are separate. Yes. So that is what he is talking about. He said he thinks that when you want to have a country, you have to leave everything open. According to him, the first thing we should do as a country is to have a referendum on whether we want to be in one country or another before discussing issues of restructuring. Then if we all agree that we are going to be in one country, we can then sit down together and consider what we should restructure. So, but if somebody is talking about restructuring, and at the same time talking about agitation to break away, so it won't work. So the moment we agree that we are going to be in one country, then we can restructure to fit our tendencies, our complexities. That's what he's saying. He said, if after the referendum, it is clear that it is not going to be a country, which will be unfortunate, then we should be able to respect the decision of the people. Because we can't be talking about restructuring and talking about forming a separate country. Yes, that's what the man is saying. So if after the referendum, it becomes clear that it is not going to be a country, yes, so people should say the authorities should respect the decision of the people to go their separate ways. Yes, than staying together and no progress. Yes. So that's what this man is saying. Talking about the Secretary General of the Arewa Consultative Forum. Oh yes. Now he's making this statement. We believe the government will take this statement serious. Oh yes, Malam Murtala Aliyu is the one making this statement for a referendum. So look, it's not only the Biafrans now calling for a referendum. The referendum now is something that is being called upon to hold in Nigeria by the Arewa Consultative Forum. Of course, you know this Arewa, you know this body in the northern region. Oh yes, this body comprises of the political and cultural leaders in northern Nigeria. Yes, the Arewa. So they're now talking about referendum. Arewa speaks of referendum, not just only the Biafrans again. So this wonderful thing, let the contraption, the authorities look into this. Yes, they are looting money. That's why they're not interested. They're looting money. They don't believe in the contraption. Look, nobody who is a leader in the system that believes in the system. No, they never believed in it. All of them, from the time of the military, they never believed in it. They think that one day it will be to your tent. Yes, to your tent. That's what they believe. So that's why they are looting like, primitive people. Yes, they are looting like people without conscience because they believe that this thing will not work. Yes, it will not work. So what's the need of trying to preserve it? So that's what is happening now. The Arewa Consultative Forum demanding referendum. Yes. So we appreciate Omojuku for creating the awareness. Yes. Let them tell themselves the truth. The truth is bitter. But the man said the truth. Said the government, the authorities should accept if people said they are going their separate ways in that referendum. Said after the referendum, and it happens that people said, we are not going to stay as a country. They said it's quite unfortunate, but that decision must be respected. Allow people to go their separate ways. Because you have stayed 60 years, no advancement, no progress. You can't even unite yourselves. You can't call yourself one. Oh yes, so that's the truth, that's the reality. Forget about what the political leaders that are pushing forward, the narrative they are painting, forcing people to stay together, to loot money, that's all. They are forcing people to stay one Nigeria, and that is to steal money, to better their lives, to live largely. Yes, to store money and stash it abroad so that they will go there and start enjoying. Once something happens here, all of them will run away. Will go to that place, that's where their family. Yes, that's where their family are staying. They will run to that place and enjoy their loot. So that is it. So the masses supposed to stand. Yes, stand. Advocate for your right. The referendum is your right. That's the point. If you are waiting for this political adiabanies, they will not do it. They want the situation to continue like this. The status quo, they are benefiting from it. They don't want it to change. The masses are the people to change it. Just like the Biafrans are agitating for this referendum. Let all the people, all the ethnic nationalities come out and demand for referendum. Re-establish yourselves. This is forced marriage by the British. Yes, since 1914, the amalgamation, over 100 years. It's time for re-establishment. Re-establish yourself. Recreate your own country, how you want it to be. Not the way the colonial masters put it and you are still there, suffering the bottlenecks. All right. So that's the point the Arewa group, they are demanding.